Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Clash of the Champions pre-show. And we are going to kick it off with the Raw Television Championship match between the challenger, EC3, and the champion, Andrade Cien Almas. And I'm very glad that you guys are here to join me for the pre-show of Clash of the Champions, one of the bigger pay-per-views of the year, as every single sanctioned WWE Championship is defended. And EC3, if you just saw earlier, you saw Ric Flair tell Cassius Ohno that you get involved in this match in any which way, before or during the match, you will be terminated. It is not under Ric Flair's control. It is under the board of directors that if Cassius Ohno interferes, he will be terminated from his Raw contract. And you saw Cassius Ohno, he left the building. As you know, pretty sure that was his plan, was to interfere in this match between Almas and EC3. And now that he has no reason to be here, he left. And you see the tape, you see the war, well, I want to say war paint, but not paint, it's tape. You see the war scars on EC3. You see the tape wrapped around his shoulder and back rib cage area from this past Monday on Raw, where, well, EC3 took on Cassius Ohno in a #1 contenders match. EC3 just beat Cassius Ohno by the skin of his teeth. And Cassius Ohno powerbombed EC3 right on the outside floor on the stage. And EC3, he was carried out of the building off camera in a stretcher. And he's gotten, well, taped up. And medical personnel has wanted EC3 to back out of this match against Almas, but he won't persist. EC3 refuses to die, refuses to quit, refuses to give in, especially against a man like this, especially in an opportunity like this. And Andrade Cien Almas backed by the gorgeous Zelina Vega. And the television champion, the current television champion, beat Dolph Ziggler to win that championship right there. And Andrade Cien Almas smiled from ear to ear, knowing this might possibly be a piece of cake due to EC3's, well, shoulder injuries, shoulder and back issues. And Andrade Cien Almas, he's also had an issue with EC3. He's also had an issue with Cassius Ohno as well. And these three men have been going back and forth, beating the absolute hell out of one another. But Andrade, he's kind of sat back in the past couple of weeks. He's kind of sat back and watched this action unfold, watched these guys hurt themselves, so it's easy pickings for him eventually when the title match comes. And the title match has come tonight, as Almas and Zelina Vega dressed in the all gold and black that Almas and Zelina are representing here. Andrade Cien Almas, television champion of Monday Night Raw. And on the pre-show tonight, you'll also see Pete Dunne defend his United Kingdom Championship against Cesaro. And Andrade Cien Almas held that belt with an iron fist, defended against the likes of Tyler Breeze and Dolph Ziggler, has Andrade Cien Almas. And that is what it's about, ladies and gentlemen. The beautiful Raw Television Championship, only defended on Monday Night Raw. You can't see it anywhere else. As Andrade Cien Almas passes the championship to referee Scott Armstrong. And here we go. And Andrade, EC3 going at it. And EC3 right out the gate EC3 right out the gate. He's not taking any chances. Not taking any chances is EC3. And EC3 beating the absolute hell out of Andrade Cien Almas. Out of the television champion. And EC3 knows he can't take any chances with Almas. He knows how dangerous Andrade Cien Almas is. And EC3, despite the shoulder injury, he does have the power advantage. He does have the size advantage over Andrade Cien Almas. Leapfrog ducks underneath. And oh, look at that. Oh, that double arm clap right to the ear of EC3. And now Andrade, he's on. He has the advantage now. And he throws EC3 on the outside, landing right on his shoulder there. And that's gotta hurt as Andrade with the drop kick through the middle rope. And Andrade early on isn't playing any games either. Oh, rib first into the guardrail. And you see Zelina Vega telling Andrade to stay on it. Stay on the shoulder. And the shoulder's gonna be a target for Andrade in this match if he hasn't known already. It's gonna be even more reinforced by his manager, Zelina Vega. And now EC3 in the corner. Oh! Huge knife edge chop as now Almas swings him out. Oh! Knee right to the back and brings him down. And EC3 holding the back. The back rib and shoulder area is definitely a sensitive area for EC3 here tonight. The damage done by Cassius Ohno this past Monday on Raw is going to come to bite EC3 in the ass. As Almas, headlock after headlock, and oh, there goes EC3. And Almas is overpowering EC3 here in the early stages of this matchup. Oh, the rib first, right onto the ring apron. And now Almas throwing EC3 back into the ring. Back into the squared circle. As Almas now going to go after the leg of EC3. Going to go after the leg now. He's going to try to take out all limbs. Is Andrade. And look at this single leg Boston Crab, stretching the knee, but also stretching the back. And now Almas is just wrenching on the back of EC3. Wrenching on the back. And EC3 fights out of it. EC3 finds a way. Oh, kick right to the gut. Now knife edge chops by EC3. Knife edge chops, and what a splash! What a splash by EC3, and you see Andrade telling EC3 to back off, but he can't. He's not going to. And why would he? For the television championship, this is EC3's opportunity to be a champion here in the WWE. Right hands. Oh, now the kick's right to the gut by EC3, one of the richest men in the world. But he also wants to prove that he's a good wrestler as well. And EC3 ducked down, leapfrog, and they'll try to go for the legs there. And Almas right on the shoulder. And there's a great move by Andrade. Taking out the shoulder. Oh, and EC3 lands on it. He lands on the shoulder with that driver right to the shoulder. And now Almas again pulling at the shoulder of EC3. He could possibly pull the shoulder right out of place if he wants to. And now Almas with the ground and pound. Oh, ground and pound and a stomp. Brutal stomp by Andrade. And now Almas. Oh, goodness. A hard chop brings EC3 down here. And look at this, just stretching. Oh! right to the arm. Right hand by Almas. Chop to EC3. Oh, try to go for the knee right to the ribs, and no. EC3's not going to let it happen. EC3's not going to let it happen. Try to go for that STO there. And oh, kick to the gut by Almas, and what a boot to the face. Sends EC3 back a few inches. And now Almas swings him in again for the second time. This match knee to the back and brings him down right on his back. And EC3 might possibly, and right back to the shoulder is Andrade. And EC3, he might have to go back to the drawing board. Might have to find, get Andrade off of him for good. As now, wrenching at the back with this camel clutch is Andrade. Look at the back of EC3 contorting. And you know the back is not 100% after what happened on Raw. Medical staff wanted EC3 to get out of this match, but he said no, he's going to prevail. And EC3 now going to do everything he can. Strikes, beating, punching. Andrade Cien Almas, and look at EC3 sending right onto Andrade Cien Almas. Lifts him back up. EC3 now. And the power on display. And he sends him face first. Does EC3? Does he have Andrade? No! Andrade kicks out at 2. And Andrade just barely getting to his feet there. EC3, Irish whip, and now EC3. Oh, ducked by EC3, and what a clothesline! What a clothesline by EC3. And now both men are on the top. This does not bode well for Andrade Cien Almas. And what is EC3 thinking? Oh no! Oh, what a power slam! What a power slam! Off the top, and no! Andrade Cien Almas kicks out at 2.5. What a power slam! And oh! Almas dishes a right. Could have easily jacked the jaw of EC3 in a stomp right to the chest. Stomp right to the chest. Oh, look at these elbows. The stiff elbows by Andrade Cien Almas. The stiff but effective elbows by Andrade Cien Almas. And I'm under the impression that EC3 is on Dream Street right now. On the top. What a moonsault. Double moonsault. And a kick out by EC3. And Almas, he just can't believe it. Almas saying, what I have to do to beat this man. And Almas trying to go for a third one. But again, it doesn't connect. And Almas is 33% in moonsaults. And he brings him down. Does EC3? EC3 rushes to the pin. He rushes to the pin. Is it over? No. No. I thought we had... EC3 thought he had him. He thought he had him. He thought he was the television champion. And now the Boston Crab is in. And you see EC3 is wrenching. Almas has the elbows up. Able to gain a little bit of leverage here. To gain a little bit of pressure. To lose that pressure, I should say. And Almas pushes EC3 back. And he lands on his shoulder again. EC3, oh, try to go. Try to strike. Try to charge at Almas, but Almas with the reflexes. Almas with the reflex. Able to break through and now wraps his head around his arm in a hammerlock DDT. And Almas, just like that, has beaten. No! No! No, EC3 is still in this match. The never say die attitude of EC3 He isn't letting up. He isn't letting go. And there goes Almas. There goes Almas. And wait a minute. Oh my God. EC3. He tried to dive over the top rope, and they call it high risk, high reward for a reason. And EC3, he landed dead on. God, knee right to the gut. And I think EC3, he hasn't moved since he landed hard on the outside floor, shoulder and neck first. On the outside floor, you heard the splat. You heard the collision with EC3's bones and the outside floor. And Almas, what is Almas thinking? Almas knows. I think Almas knows that EC3 is out, but he's just reinforcing it. He's just reinforcing it. What a hurricane runner by Almas. And I think Almas is just reinforcing the fact that EC3 is down and out. Oh, kick right to the gut. And Almas lifts him in the same way he won the title. It's going to be the same way. He retains it. And Almas with the hammerlock DDT from the top rope. Just like that. Almas retains. And what a match. What a contest between these two men. Between these two gladiators. Andrade Cien Almas and EC3, both of these men pulled out all the stops. And it eventually ends with Andrade Cien Almas retaining the television championship. But what an effort. What an effort by EC3. Bruised, injured shoulder and all. But he was still able to fight off Andrade Cien Almas for the time that he did. And the referee outside, he's checking on EC3. As we see our first championship successful title defense of the night. And Almas and EC3. The crowd here is just stunned at that bump that he just took. And oh my God. Ric Flair said before or during the match, but he didn't say after it. He didn't say after it. And Cassius, oh my God. The Dream Crusher. Something that he wasn't able to hit on Monday, he does tonight. Absolutely despicable. And Adam Cole, you heard exactly what Adam Cole said. He said, look, Sammy, I want this in between us. So you know what? No Bobby, no Kyle. No Bobby Fish, no Kyle O'Reilly. No Undisputed Era in their no disqualification match later on in the night. But switching gears, it is time for the United Kingdom Championship match between the man that calls himself The Bar, Cesaro, the Swiss Superman. Cesaro is set to go one-on-one with Pete Dunne, the United Kingdom champion. And I thought it was going to be a friendly rivalry. It turned very, very, well, personal. Once Pete Dunne attacked Cesaro with that kendo stick a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown. And I think Pete Dunne knows how dangerous Cesaro really is. And here we go as we wait for the United Kingdom champion, Pete Dunne. And Peter Dunne, Peter England, makes his way to the ring as the United Kingdom champion. And I'll have to tell you the names that Pete Dunne has knocked off so far as the United Kingdom champion. Neville, Mustafa Ali, Aleister Black. The names are as big as they could be. And Pete Dunne made his impact on SmackDown once Vince McMahon announced that the United Kingdom Championship will be the counterpart to Raw's television title. Pete Dunne made an impact as soon as he arrived on SmackDown. And Cesaro, you can say the same for Cesaro as well, made an impact as soon as he made his arrival on the blue brand. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is for the United Kingdom Championship. As Pete Dunne hands the United Kingdom Championship over to our referee here. Cesaro looks at the belt possibly for the last time in his reign as the Bruiserweight Champion. Cesaro set. Pete Dunne set. You know this rivalry has gotten a bit personal after that kendo stick attack by Pete Dunne. And you know Cesaro, he wants his hands on Pete Dunne. And look at Pete Dunne. Immediately leaving the ring. And you know Cesaro, he knows Cesaro wants his hands on him. And Cesaro saying, bring it on. Saying, come on, Pete. And these two, Cesaro and Pete Dunne, they know each other very well. And Pete Dunne, oh! Cesaro trying to go for a strike, and Pete Dunne's going to clap back, and you know this match is going to be hard-hitting. Probably more hard-hitting than the last match. And, oh, the gutbuster right to Cesaro. And people, they underestimate Pete Dunne's strength, underestimate his ability. Oh, and a kick right to the face of Cesaro. That looked brutal there. And now Pete Dunne, they call him the joint manipulator for a reason. And look at this, just working on the shoulders, the back, and the hands of Cesaro there. Pete Dunne, the joint manipulator, the current United Kingdom champion. What a nice, let's chop another one. And look at this, look at this, the elbows right to the face of Cesaro. Oh, the elbows right to the face. And now Pete Dunne tries to go for it, but what a clothesline. Cesaro saw it coming. Cesaro saw it through, and now Cesaro calls himself the Swiss Superman, calls himself the Bar. Even though him and Sheamus were named the Bar, he's taken that name and adopted it for himself as Pete Dunne now escapes Cesaro's clutches for the second time in this match. And look at Pete Dunne saying, come on, come on! And that's exactly what Cesaro's gonna do! He's gonna bring it! And Cesaro, multi-talented in many areas, can speak many languages, can wrestle his ass off. He can do things that most guys his size can't do, and then some. And Cesaro brings him down. Done. Oh, swing right onto the barricade, right onto the guardrail. And now Cesaro gonna bring Peter England back into the ring. Gonna bring Pete Dunne back into the ring, and look at the strength of Cesaro. Oh! The documented strength of Cesaro is being shown full force here. European uppercut, but no. So the dropkick at Pete Dunne takes out Cesaro. Takes out the Swiss Cyborg. Clotheslines him out of the ring, and now Pete Dunne is gonna look to inflict some pain on the guardrail, just like Cesaro did. And boot right to the face. Boot right to the face by Cesaro. And now Cesaro on the receiving end. Oh, what a jab by Dunne. And a knife edge chop. Try to go for another one. Cesaro saw it coming. And now Cesaro with a right hand. Cesaro with a right hand. And what an elbow. And I think that dazed Pete Dunne a little bit. That took a lot of wind out of Pete Dunne's sails with that forearm. Oh, Pete Dunne, what a counter, and what a German suplex, doesn't let go. And a kick out by the challenger. And look at Pete Dunne now, stomping at the chest of Cesaro, and what a right. What a right hand by by Pete Dunne. And what a forearm there by Pete Dunne. And now throws Cesaro out of the ring. And this does not look good for the Swiss Cyborg. And look at this, just trapping Cesaro in between the ropes and inflicting punishment is Pete Dunne, the joint manipulator. He's just an in-ring manipulator. He knows how to manipulate the ring. He knows how to manipulate the joints. Pete Dunne, as young as he is, he's the student of the game. As Pete Dunne kicks right to the face. Kicks right to the face of Cesaro. Just showing no respect to Cesaro in the slightest. And now look at this. Wrenching at the ribs of Cesaro. And Cesaro may have nowhere to go here. Pushes Pete Dunne off of him. Does Cesaro, former United States champion, is Cesaro, former Raw Tag Team champion. And oh my God, with the strength of Antonio Cesaro, former Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner, and just throwing Pete Dunne across the ring. Threw Pete Dunne across the ring, did Cesaro, and now rebound off the ropes. What a European uppercut! Very European uppercut by Cesaro. Shoulders are down. Pete Dunne is done. No pun intended right there, but I thought Pete Dunne was done. And now Cesaro, the strength of Cesaro, and the uppercut brings Pete Dunne down. And look at this. Is it time? Is it swing time? Cesaro swinging Pete Dunne. And the people here in Boston saying this is awesome. And look at this wrenching of the back. The wrenching of the back of Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne may be in trouble. But oh no. Gets out of that one. Gets out of that pickle. Does Pete Dunne. And now Dunne. What a power bomb. Power bomb to Cesaro. The shoulders are down. Shoulders are down. And a kick out. Kick out, and Pete Dunne, he just can't believe it. He just can't believe his eyes. And now, oh, knee right to the face there. Knee right to the face, and he drops the knee. And now Dunne, oh! Dunne now again, back on his joint manipulation. Is Pete Dunne, and Dunne, oh, insecurity, right to Cesaro. Cesaro, he may be down and out here. On the top rope goes Pete Dunne, and Pete Dunne may be looking to do some damage. No, rolls through Cesaro, kick right to the gut. Cesaro now has Pete Dunne upside down. The blood rushing to his head with this butterfly suplex. What a suplex by Cesaro. And now Cesaro may not be looking for any more suplexes. He may be looking for this power bomb. The Ricola bomb connects. Ricola bomb connects there. And Cesaro on the top. Cesaro on the top. No! The bare knees of Pete Dunne crashing. Crashing. And now Dunne. Bitter end. Bitter end, the bitter end to Cesaro, but the Swiss Cyborg, the Swiss Superman, kicks out of the bitter end, and Pete Dunne can't believe it, and now Dunne's gonna dish out. Dunne's just gonna dish out right elbows, but oh, what an elbow by Cesaro. Cesaro catches Pete Dunne, and whoa, what a suplex! The strength of Cesaro is insurmountable. Cesaro now. Cesaro. He's gonna deadlift Pete Dunne. What a German. What a German. And that took a lot out of Cesaro. You saw it. He had to take a moment to breathe. And now Cesaro has Pete Dunne trapped in the corner. Dunne finds a way out. Dunne finds a way through. Hooks Cesaro in. Suplex into the corner. My goodness. And what a back suplex. That back suplex. Cesaro landed right on his head. And a knife edge chop by Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne tried to go for an elbow. What a kick by Cesaro. We may be at a stalemate here. Cesaro. Oh, what a half Nelson. Half Nelson. Suplex. Oh. European uppercut. Another European uppercut. And now Cesaro. Another European uppercut. And Cesaro this time. Springboard. Oh, you could call that the final European uppercut. And Pete Dunne, he may be in no man's land. He doesn't know where the hell he is. And now Cesaro gonna hook Pete Dunne in. Gonna hook Pete Dunne in with the sharpshooter. Sharpshooter is in. Sharpshooter is in. And Pete Dunne may have nowhere to go. He definitely has nowhere to go. He's center of the ring. Center of the ring. But Pete Dunne able to find a crack in Cesaro's wall there. And look at the Kimura. Kimura lock. Kimura lock is in. Kimura lock is in. Kimura. The Kimura lock. Kimura lock is in. He could break Cesaro's arm. He could break Cesaro's arm. And Cesaro rolls through. Cesaro rolls through. And he packages Pete Dunne. Packages up. 1, 2. New champion. No. Pete Dunne almost just lost the United Kingdom Championship there after that surprise roll-up. Oh, what a counter. What a counter by Pete Dunne. And now hooks him in. What an X-Plex. X-Plex by Pete Dunne. And a kick out by Cesaro. Cesaro is still in the fight. Cesaro is still in the matchup. And now Dunne is going to climb up to the top rope. Gonna climb up to the top. Oh no, rolls through. Rolls through. What a European uppercut by Cesaro. European uppercut by Cesaro. Almost took Pete Dunne's head off. Gonna go for another one. No. Clothesline by Dunne. Clothesline by Dunne. Almost took Cesaro's head off there. Almost took Cesaro's head off with that clothesline. And Dunne, bitter end. A second bitter end to Cesaro, and Pete Dunne escapes. Cesaro here tonight. What a contest. What a match. What a match between these two men. Cesaro took Pete Dunne to his absolute limit. And Pete Dunne, you can say the same for Cesaro. You can say the same. He took Cesaro to his absolute limit. And Cesaro's limit broke when Pete Dunne reached it. And what a performance. What a title defense by the Bruiserweight. And like I said, the Bruiserweight, I don't think he beat Cesaro. He escaped Cesaro. What a match. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next to you in the main show, it will be the Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to kick it off. Clash of Champions.